Hi there. Today we have a prompt in Krazy Island Family, and I was going to fill up the blank pages in my Krazy Island Family prompt journal pages, but the prompt is to write a letter to your 16-year-old self. And I have this wonderful file folder journal from Rosemary that I just love, and I want to use it, and I want to use it to write letters in. And there is a blank page here that says autobiographical in nature. And in fact, it folds out like this. And I imagine a letter to my 16-year-old self may become very long, and we have the abridged version here. So I am going to write that letter in this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful file folder book from Rosemary. I think I'll leave these little pieces alone and leave the inclusion alone and start right here. So from this point on, you will see me writing. I'll read the letter to you. To Mary at age 16, Sunday, November 23rd, 2014. Letter from the Meri.Atelier to a 16-year-old Meridel Abrams. Hello, Mary. You will not know me yet, as I am your older self many years in the future. Yes, many years. You will actually make it to and through those years. And when you read this, you will have lived through a good portion of your youth. Well, let's just say all of it. You will grow and change and become someone you could not have totally imagined at your present age of 16. Mary, you may be expecting me to talk to you from the vantage point of years of living your own life. You may be thinking that I'm coming to you with pages filled with words of wisdom and advice. No, that's not going to happen. You see, I know who you are. I have walked in your shoes. We wore out several pairs, didn't we? No, instead of bestowing volumes of advice, I want you to know that I am here to listen. What I wouldn't give today to know some of your thoughts that you had at age 16. Yes, I do have some sweet memories of those special moments, but I long to remember more. So here we are. What would you ask me at age 16? I can't tell you how much of life will be before you. Then you would want to work to change it, and the me that I am today would not be the me that I actually grew up to be, the one talking to you. What I would say to you, dear 16-year-old, is let's just be friends, because friendship and liking yourself is a major step in liking and living with others. I try to imagine what you would ask me if you could not ask me about the future. How would we spend our time? Maybe we could get out our sketchbooks, our pens and pencils, and spend some time together sketching. And as I try to listen to what you might be talking about, the thought occurs to me that we both know the me before age 16. Do you remember? Maybe we could share those times. Do you remember the day that Dad brought home your very first bicycle? Do you remember climbing trees in that windmill? Do you remember breaking your leg in second grade? There's much that we would have to share. And then, as I sit here writing to you, trying to hear your thoughts from so many years ago, perhaps I could hear you better if I could ask myself what questions I would have to ask a 93 or a 100-year-old Mary. What things about the future would I be asking today? Would I be willing to sit and listen to me at 100 give me good advice today? So I can understand that at age 16, there is much that you will not know or experience or be able to relate to, just as a me of today cannot relate to a yet-to-be person that I would be at 100. So I sit here writing this letter and wanting to listen to the voice of a 16-year-old Meri and working so hard to try not to give unwanted advice. Maybe that is how it should be. Maybe that's why we cannot come back to ourselves today from the future. So I'm left with this. Be who you are. Be who you were, with no regrets or striving. Just try hard, or maybe not so hard, to live your life the best that you know how. Use the knowledge that you have in the time that you are living to make the best decisions and choices that you are able. There will be mistakes that you will make, lessons to learn, stands to take, but there will also be wonderful opportunities. There will be broken dreams and heartaches. People will hurt you with unkindness, but there will also be things that you will do and experiences that you never dreamed were possible. And those broken dreams will fade away and new dreams will come. People will enter your life too and become friends that you never knew existed. Most important, Meri, learn what you believe. Live your faith. Faith is so important. Even at 16, I know you sense that. Oh, though you will have much to learn about your faith. Never throw away your destiny to the wind. Never give up, no matter how discouraging it becomes. Yes, I think we both know that. It's our stubbornness. I hear you tell me about your 16-year-old life, your days in high school. Oh, yes, those were interesting times, weren't they? And I can only listen and tell you to just live them out. Life will go on. You will become who you are today because of those times. Do we? Would we really want to change them or just experience them? So as I write this letter to you, I think maybe I'm not telling you enough. Or maybe it is just enough, because in reality, I'm not writing to you at 16. I'm writing to my memory of being 16. Just as we cannot know the future, how I would talk to me at 100, we cannot change the past. We only have today. So live today. Be who you are. Try your best to understand with the knowledge that you've been given. Dream big dreams. Dream little dreams. Use what you have. Love to the ability that you are able. Tomorrow will come soon enough. And today will too quickly fade to yesterday. Let's always be friends. And I will write again soon on the next page. Sunday, November 23rd, 2014. Meri at the Meri.Atelier.